If we could ask Don Kelso to come back up to the podium, we have another special presentation. Come on, Don, come on up. You know, I mentioned that Don Kelso at Indiana Rural Health Association has been such a great partner in all we do, in all things rural, if you will. And I worked with Don as early as my time in the Indiana Senate. But we thought this was such an appropriate time, since we have so many of our rural partners gathered together, such an appropriate time to present a proclamation from the governor, because we have a very special day coming up on November the 17th. It is National Rural Health Day, and Governor Daniels has proclaimed it Rural Health Day in the state of Indiana, and here we have the proclamation to present to the association today. So let's give a round of applause.
Just real briefly, every state has a state office of rural health funded by the federal government. Ours is housed at the State Department of Health. Ann Alley operates that office, and they basically manage grants that come back to the rural hospitals to help keep them viable. And we've had a good relationship with them. And there's a national organization of State Office of Rural Health. So that organization nationally came together and said, we need a national day to recognize all that is rural. Mainly rural health, but just rural people coming together to make a difference like you are here in your community. So the Indiana Rural Health Association is the largest state rural health association in the country, and we want to make darn sure that Indiana is viewed as doing National Rural Health Day the best in the country. And we're off to a great start with this proclamation from the governor. It's a great thing. We've started a process working with the State Office of Rural Health on the IRHA website, indianaruralhealth.org. There's a link there to some great activities. We're already starting receiving stories from all over the state of people making a difference in their local communities. And some of them not so little. In Indiana, half the counties are deemed rural by the USDA. Nationally, about 20% of the population lives rural, but in Indiana, it's about half. So it's a big deal, and we're going to make darn sure it's a big deal. And here in Indiana, we're going to do it well, and this is a great start. I appreciate the proclamation.